Hey, what's up guys, this is Spartacon5267. I'm bringing you a gameplay of Domination on Ground War with, one sec. Come on, poke your head out, or spawn. There we go. No, I know that was, that was kind of a dick move, I'll admit, but I've had very bad experiences with, tack and search and users. Because usually the only people I get killed by who use tack and search are either the guy camping with his buddy boosting, or the guy sitting in the back of the map with his RSAS. So tack and search is a bad idea in my opinion. But anyway, this is a pretty nice gameplay of I go 35-3 on a Ground War Domination on Fallen. I mean. My setup is Sleight of Hand Pro, Assassin Pro, Stalker Pro, and I'm using the FAD with red dot, which is actually kind of what I wanted to talk about today. This gameplay does get kind of campy in a few spots, mainly because I was still getting used to the gun, and Fallen is sketchy as hell. But, you know, the FAD, I've had really mixed feelings about it. I hated it so much near the beginning of the game, just because, you know, I saw it, and when I first saw it I was pretty excited. It looked really cool, and I thought that it would perform a lot like the TAR-21 from Modern Warfare 2. And, you know, any of us who have played Modern Warfare 2 will remember how awesome the TAR-21 was. But this gun just, no. You know, it was kind of like it. It had kind of the same kind of recoil and a lot of, you know, very high rate of fire. But, and here's the same guy. I'm sure he hated me for this, and I felt like kind of a dick. But anyway, you know, in some ways it was a lot like it again, but just not enough. It did not kill nearly as quickly, mainly because I'm pretty sure it lacked the same kind of power that the TAR did. But I heard recently that it had gotten a buff, and that they'd buffed, I think it was the damage. So I decided, okay, I'll give it a try. And so I went with my usual setup. They have for assault rifle, just, silencer and focus. And I still was not very impressed overall. It still was not killing very quickly, and I was getting frustrated. But then I decided to try a setup that I'd seen what most of the people were using who have been using the FAD. I decided to try that out, and that was with red dot or some kind of optic. Usually it was either a red dot or like an ACOG. And so I took the silencer off, threw the red dot on, and lo and behold, I went from going 12-6 going 35-3. I think it was mainly because, you know, the silencer, again, it reduces range, which is just another way of saying it affects damage over range. You know, the FAD, I would probably recommend not using a silencer on it. It's honestly probably the only assault rifle where I would say that. And hold up. Away from this stealth bomber. Nice try. But no. But yeah, don't use a silencer on it. It doesn't kill quickly enough. You know, the proficiency, that's mainly up to you. I like focus, just because it helps me when I get into the head-on-head gunfights, which I get into a lot. You know, I say other attachments that I liked on it have been extended mags. ACOG, not as much, again, because I don't use kick with it, and it makes the recoil really kind of freak out. Holographic's pretty good, I guess. It's alright. So, you know, I don't know. Attachments kind of depend up to you, I guess. I think it'll be fine as long as, you know, it's not the silencer. But, you know, the gun still isn't, you know, it's phenomenal. Here's a nice little knife fail. But the gun, you know, isn't, I don't think it's phenomenal as some of the other assault rifles in this game, you know, because, you know, at long range, you'll get taken out very quickly by, you know, anyone using a SCAR or an ACR. At close range, you know, the SMGs shouldn't have too much trouble outgunning you. So it's one of those weapons where you just have to be very, I don't want to say cautious, maybe just ready for anything you might have to come up against. With this gun, it is essential that you pull the trigger first. If you can do that, you'll be fine because of the high rate of fire. At range, I would altogether try to avoid any long-range engagements at all, if possible. This is definitely a close-range weapon, mainly because the accuracy is okay, but the recoil just makes it difficult to go against anyone at long range, especially if you're someone like me who prefers, to use focus or two attachments over the kick proficiency. But if you are careful with how you use this gun, it's a really good gun. I was pleasantly surprised. It works well. Anyway, if you're kind of wondering what I was doing here, I was trying to get one more Pred missile before I called in my Reaper. And honestly, if I had been able to, I probably could have gotten another Reaper in this round.
Escort the airdrop on the way.
Okay. But it didn't happen, and kind of pissed me off. And you'll see why in a second here. As soon as I call in my first Reaper, I get frustrated because I'm not finding kills. So I just screw it. I'll call in my Reaper. So I move back here in what I think is a safe place. I go down, call it in, and it doesn't happen. The Reaper actually did really well, but if you look in the kill feed, I get hunted down. Someone takes me out, and that was something that kind of pissed me off. One of the other things I'm not a huge fan of in this map is that it's kind of difficult to find spots to hide where you can call in your Reaper or any kind of controllable kill streak. But yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess. So if you guys enjoyed this commentary, do me a favor, leave me a rating, comment, and if all possible, subscribe. It helps me out a lot. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Heads up, enemy UAV spotted. Enemy Cobra incoming. Securing Alpha. They're losing this fight. Enemy care package incoming. Securing C. We've been EMP'd. Electronics are down. Enemy airstrike approaching. Securing A. Enemy UAV spotted. Securing Charlie. Enemy UAV spotted. UAV online. Securing Charlie. Defeated. Don't let this happen again.